Shows that make you laugh. Shows that make you think. Music that moves you. It could only be one place. Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Welcome to The Actor's Choice, where the actors and actresses have a chance to talk about themselves and their careers. Join us now for the next hour as we explore the marvelous industry of acting by actors and actresses from today's exciting show business world. And now, direct from Hollywood, here's your host, Ron Brewington.
Hi everybody, I'm Ron Brewington and welcome to The Actor's Choice, brought to you by Photography as an Art, Harvey Brandman, Master Photographer, located at 1307 North San Fernando Boulevard in Burbank, California, and the newly released book, Mass Murders in America, written by attorney Ron Irwin, now available from lulu.com at a 30% discount price. Our guest today wears several hats. She's the producer of the Hollywood Walk of Fame and Vice President of Media Relations for the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Born in Bell, California, she was raised by parents from Lima, Peru, and Mexico City. She graduated from Cal Poly Pomona in 1985, majoring in communications with a public relations major and a Spanish minor. She began her career working at CBS Network on Beverly Boulevard as a page on such shows as The Price is Right and The Young and the Restless. Forced to leave CBS because of major layoffs, she saw a job opportunity in Variety magazine as a receptionist at the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Well, 30 years later, she's still there. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a very well-known and visible person and a person that I've known for a long time, Anna Martinez. Anna, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Great to have you here. My dear, that's quite a success that we've talked about. Your story is marvelous from the bottom to the top. Did you ever think that you'd have a job like this?
No. I came from a small town in Baldwin Park, and I had no idea what the Walk of Fame was. And my friend said, try to get a job at CBS after I graduated. I had worked in retail to pay for my college. And so I went to CBS. I worked on The Price is Right, and I did reception work for the executives. And then they had layoffs. And that's when I thought, I got to find a job. And so I came to the chamber thinking, it's a membership group. They promote business. I will make contacts and network. I had no idea what the Walk of Fame was. It wasn't as popular then.
It is now, thanks to you.
It really is.
Thanks in part to you, definitely.
Thank you.
Friends, I got to tell you, if you're in Hollywood, there's nothing, I say again, nothing like being at a Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony. And this is the lady who made it happen. Roller Jarvis, would you please?
Hollywood's Walk of Fame. While speaking at the ceremony to mark the occasion, Saldana said, having a dream is just step one. Step two, sleeves up, hard work, persistence, passion, perseverance, fail often and fail forward. If at first you don't succeed, you dust yourself off and you try again. I learned to love what I do and do what I love, and that's been my mantra. Saldana has become a sci-fi icon thanks to her roles as Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy, Lieutenant Nyota Uhura in Star Trek, and Neytiri in Avatar. In a pre-ceremony interview with Variety, Saldana said, science fiction is a universe where a person like me who's unimaginable is imaginable by so many filmmakers.
Would you go to the picture that's after that, please? And here's Anna standing next to that nice lady, Zoe Saldana. Marvelous, marvelous. Nice lady, two nice ladies together, definitely. How many of these ceremonies have you done?
I've done more than 700. Ooh. Johnny Grant had done 600. I beat him.
You beat Johnny Grant, the great Johnny Grant?
The great Johnny Grant.
The mayor of Hollywood?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Guinness Book World Record to me.
You know, I don't know if it is because there is no job. There is no other job like this.
Okay.
So, I mean, maybe it could be.
Have you applied or tried?
No, maybe I should.
Yeah, after today, please try
Okay,
it. Have you
will.
etched in stone?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, indeed. What's a typical day like for you, Anna?
Oh, gosh. I am now very versed in social media.
Okay.
So I do respond to people a lot. I get a lot of questions about how to nominate someone. Why didn't this person get a star? Why did this person get a star? So I'm constantly kind of defending the Walk of Fame and explaining how it works. It's not easy to get a star. And I just give them a Walk of Fame 101 every once in a while. I'm starting to do videos on my Twitter, which is WOF Stargirl.
Okay, I want to ask you about that Stargirl. How'd you get
Okay.
that name?
So yeah, and then basically doing that and answering emails. I did 5 ceremonies in April, which was crazy.
Ooh.
We should do 2, and I did 5. And so basically, I come into the office. We are juggling how many guests are coming, who are your guest speakers. I file before that. I file for permits, so I may be filing for a permit for the next star, and picking out the location. It runs the gamut. But 90% of my job is the Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame, wow.
Yeah.
Now, the Walk of Fame, a lot of folks, can you explain to people, I look at it as a rectangle. You got Sunset Boulevard on the south, you got Hollywood on the north, you got La Brea on the west, and you've got Rossmore, or what's that, what the
It's
street is?
Yucca.
Yucca?
Near Capitol Records.
Near Capitol Records,
Yeah.
right. That's
so
right.
the Walk of Fame is 2.5 miles long. It runs from La Brea to Gower,
To Gower,
on
okay.
Hollywood Boulevard, and from Yucca to Sunset on Vine Street.
Wow, that's a lot of
Yeah,
walking.
2.5 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Plans to expand it?
You know, I don't think, in my time, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think what they want to do, they've talked about maybe side streets or maybe Sunset Boulevard. But Johnny and I doubled up they were in a single file. And so Johnny Grant decided to, and Johnny Grant was the mayor of Hollywood for your audience who may not know, and he was the chairman of the Walk of Fame and my mentor for 20 years. So he said, Anna,
You guys used to have lunch every day?
Every day. Every day we had lunch, yeah.
At the Roosevelt
Yep.
Hotel?
And every day I heard a new story. He had so many stories.
Yes, yes.
And so, so we doubled up, and I said, Johnny, do we have to tell the city about this? He said, let's just do it. And we did.
And we did it, right,
So,
we did it.
yeah.
A lot of people don't know he was a brigadier general in the California State National Guard.
Correct.
He used to work with a guy named Robert Hope, a.k.a. Bob Hope.
Yeah.
He's
Bob used to let Johnny go through his, he had files of his jokes. And Johnny would pull jokes from Bob Hope's files. And then he'd go to the USO show when Bob couldn't go, or sometimes he'd go with him, and he would use those jokes. And he went on 62 tours. He was always proud that he went more than Bob Hope.
There's a little guy with a big head and a booming voice.
Yes.
When Johnny spoke,
Yeah.
you listened.
Yeah.
And one thing he didn't tolerate, you know it better than I do. When he said 11 a.m., he meant 11 a.m., not 11 a.m. or 1.
Johnny Grant time.
Johnny Grant
I
time.
remember Debbie Allen being late for her ceremony. And I remember she finally pulled over in a bus with all her family running down the sidewalk because he had already started. It was so funny, but yeah, he did not like lateness.
Wow.
So funny.
He'll be remembered for a
for
long,
sure.
long time.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen. Please, and if you would, describe the Walk of Fame committee.
Well, the Walk of Fame committee is, there are 5 categories: radio, recording, television, motion pictures, and live performance. And so we have people that represent each category.
Okay.
We've changed it up from executives that work in the business to Walk of Famers. So for instance, we have LL Cool J for recording. We have L&K formerly from Kiss FM and now with Coast for the radio category. Joe Mantegna handles the motion picture category.
Right.
Live performance is Kristen Chenoweth. And who am I missing? Recording is LL Cool J. I think I got them all. Yeah, I think I got them all. So we changed it up a little bit, and they're excited to do it. They are amazing, and we're going to meet soon again.
Now, over the years, the amount of persons who wanted to get a star was kind of small, but now it's humongous, I hear.
Yeah, we get an average of 300 applicants a year.
Ooh.
And we only select 24 to 30 a year. Last year we picked 33 because there were so many good ones. But yeah, it's huge.
Right.
It's grown.
And what surprises people is the fact that such certain people in their minds don't have a star.
Correct.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey was selected. She hasn't set a date. She had set a date for 1 April and then postponed, and we haven't heard since. So we're hoping she comes back and decides to do it. They wait for a certain time to promote themselves, their projects, and then do the star.
Right. Chubby Checker.
Chubby Checker, I don't think he was ever nominated.
See, that's the thing, because when Prince died, everybody, where's his star?
People were upset.
Oh,
He
yes.
He had somebody wanted to apply for him, but he said it was not time, and so he never did. Same with Carrie Fisher.
Yes.
No one ever brought it up. She never applied, and people get upset. People get upset, and they have to understand that they can only apply if that person wants to do it.
Yes.
And after death, it's a 5-year waiting period.
5-year waiting period.
So,
and that's solid, etched
Yeah.
in stone. Etched in stone. Has anyone ever gotten a star in each category?
Gene Autry is the only one that has one in each category. The cowboy.
The cowboy.
And I was lucky. I got to produce one of his 5th stars.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
was fun.
Because you guys did something which I thought was nice. Because he was getting up in age, you put a director's chair right in the middle of the street there, or where the stand was, with his name on it, and he sat in the chair.
Yeah. Yeah, for some of our older people, we like Gina Lola Brigida, we just did.
Yes.
We gave her a little chair.
Wow. Got to let you know, I copied, when Richard Pryor got his star, I copied that idea. Went and got a chair and put his name on the back, and because he was kind of hard to, he was handicapped.
Yeah.
Put him up on the stage, put him in the chair, and he just sat there and received gracious reception from people.
That was a nice
And
event.
then I wanted to take it back, and I said, Richard, I'm going to take that chair home with me. And I brought it over to his house and left it at his house.
Ah,
So
nice.
That's fun. There's a lot here in Hollywood. That's why I like doing this show. It's about the actors and the actresses in this town, the people who entertain us, who
Right.
inspire us, who motivate us.
Right.
Wonderful town to be in.
Right. Oh, it is.
Okay. How many stars are there?
There are more than 2,600 stars.
Okay.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. You said
2637
okay.
with our next one that's coming up in June.
In June. Okay.
Yeah.
Any plans for any new categories?
You know, it's been brought up, a digital category.
Okay. Because technology is changing.
Yeah, for me, I like the old school way. I like, I'm not into reality shows, getting stars. I've caused quite a hoopla with that. But I like the old school way.
Yeah.
But hey, it's not up to me. It's up to the chairman of the board of the chamber and his board.
Yes.
So we'll see. We'll see. Our licensing guy would love to see a digital category.
Hey, if its shoes don't fit, don't wear it.
Yeah.
Current cost of a star.
To nominate a person, and if they're selected, it's $40,000. Okay, and I want to tell you where that money goes.
Please.
And it's only if they're selected.
Right.
They don't pay a fee to nominate or fill out an application. It's only if selected. So basically, $40,000. 25 of it goes to a group called the Hollywood Historic Trust, which is a nonprofit that repairs the stars. Okay? The rest of the money goes to the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce to pay for the making of the star, the staging, security, barricades, sound, a replica plaque, photography, all related to the ceremony so that the tourists and our locals can have a free event. The Chamber does not make a lot of money off of this. It's our way to promote our community to the world. So,
Who keeps the star clean?
well, the city, there's a place called the Hollywood Entertainment District. It's a business improvement district. And they have people who at nighttime steam clean the stars. But because of the traffic, they do get pretty dirty quickly. There's so many people coming to Hollywood now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often do the prices, you said it's $40,000 now, years ago so it was less, but how often do the prices increase?
It's not very often. It could be, gosh, maybe, I think this 40,000 was raised to 40,000 maybe 5-7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, I asked you where does the money go, or where does the money come from? When you say, for example, you're selected for a star, where does the money come from?
Anyone can nominate a star with the permission of the celebrity. So it could be a studio, it could be a recording label, it could be a fan club. And for instance, I'll give you an example. Liza Minnelli's fan club, they were so cute. She did a movie named Tap, about tap dancers. And they raised the money by showing her movies at somebody's home and having bake sales. That money they raised to sponsor the star.
Wow.
Yeah, and Dean Stockwell, who was an environmentalist,
Yes.
his fans raised the money by recycling.
Inventive.
Yeah,
Wow.
very creative, and it makes it more fun. I think it's fun, and the media loves to hear those stories.
Those kind of stories, yes.
Yeah.
And the stars can pay for it themselves.
They rarely do. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think it's kind of odd.
Yeah.
If they do.
Because you're working for a record company, a film that
Yeah.
just came out.
It's generally the sponsor, whoever signs off on it.
How about
Yeah.
a star after party?
Many do have receptions. That's
Mm-hmm.
up to them. They have them. We like them to keep it in Hollywood.
Right.
We ask that they do, and because we want to keep the business in Hollywood, you know. And they can do it at the Roosevelt. They could do it at the W. Some people do them at their private homes at night, you know, after the ceremony. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I tell a lot of my friends, I say, if you put an application in, raise $80,000.
Yeah.
$40,000 for the
Yeah.
star and $40,000 for the after party.
And it's nice to have an after party.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Just get with your old friends, and some of them you haven't seen in years, and say, hey, look at us. Look at us. I'm on the walk. You can walk on me now.
Yeah.
Step all over me if you
Yeah.
want. Okay, you get selected. When is the star cost due to the Chamber of Commerce?
Now it's at a point where to lock in the date,
Yes.
we have to bill them right away. So in order to lock in
times
the
have
date,
changed.
we want them to do it.
Right.
You know, we used to have a policy where you had 5 years to do your ceremony. Now it's 2 years. So we want them to lock it in. I am full this year. I only have 2 months open, November and December.
Wow.
As soon as we release the new names in June, the guys from the last year say, oh God, I got to book my date. So they start booking and I'm juggling, you know, crazy dates all the time.
What's the favorite location that a lot of people want their star at?
It used to be the Roosevelt, and we have nothing left. The double rows everything's gone.
How about a triple row?
It would be difficult because it would land up in the street.
Okay.
Off the curb. So I don't know how we would do that. We have talked about that. The Dolby Hollywood and Highland property, but they would prefer to have movie stars in that property.
Right.
So another location, because we just did the boy band in sync, is as you saw, I have a boy band area.
Oh,
Yeah.
get back.
Yeah, and so we do it in a certain area near La Brea because there's a little tiny street that we can close if it's an emergency closure, and they always are.
Right.
They just broke a record for 2,500 boy band fans.
Ouch.
They spent the night and everything. They flew in from all over the world. It was
Right.
crazy.
Now,
Yeah.
that's what a star is all about.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know you also have another section up there for the Motown people.
I do.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, indeed. Definitely. Definitely. How about past selectees who have not had their ceremonies yet?
Well, we're waiting for George Clooney, Al Pacino. There's several. And then there's several that have never been nominated who are not interested. It appears that Leonardo DiCaprio is not interested.
Excuse me?
Julia Roberts definitely said she wasn't interested. But now that she has kids, I'm thinking maybe she should think about that because her history will be there. Her children will go see that star. So
Right.
maybe someday she'll decide to do it. I would love her to do it.
Would you please tell Mr. DiCaprio that Ron Brewington would like to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of
Yeah.
Fame? Please, I'll take his star. if he
Okay.
doesn't want it. I'll take it. Okay. You talked about how to plan a star ceremony. There's a lot of work, a lot of paperwork
Yeah.
that goes in it. And then eventually it ends up at the LA City Council. Can you explain that to our viewers, please?
So when I file for a permit,
Yes.
they have to give us permission to go ahead and do that ceremony. So that's their way of okaying the star.
Okay.
I mean, there was a time when ABC Studios nominated themselves, but we don't do companies. We don't honor companies. They all deserve it,
Sure.
but it's a tourist attraction, and we want celebrities that the fans can see. So the city council, that was the one that they did turn down. So
Okay. Tourist attraction, huh?
Yeah.
I bet you it's number one in Hollywood,
it
isn't
is.
it? It is.
Yeah.
Number
In
one.
California, it's number 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
help me.
We get 10 million people, maybe more than 10 million people a
10
year.
million people a year. Wow, that's all.
Yeah.
And one of the things that happens when a person dies who has a star, you always take your time and you do something. Could you please tell us what it is that you do?
Whenever someone passes away,
Yes, ma'am.
that's has a star on the Walk of Fame, we order flowers through the Hollywood Historic Trust. They also do that, and we place flowers, a wreath of flowers, on their star. We invite the media, we invite the fans.
Yes.
You know, we announce it on social media, and they come out in droves.
Yes, they do.
When Michael Jackson passed away, it was kind of crazy because there was a premiere going on, and his star was covered at the Chinese Theater because of the premiere. We could not move the heavy equipment. Well, they couldn't move the heavy equipment. So people ended up going to Michael Jackson, the radio announcer, the British guy,
Yes.
who's on Vine Street. So they thought that was his.
two of 'em out there, yes.
That was his star. So it kind of resurrected his career in a way.
How's he doing these days?
I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, it was interesting. And then the next morning, I had to be there at 6:30 in the morning because we had to figure out how we were going to do it. You know, so we ended up the Chinese theater was amazing. They helped us. The Hollywood and Highland people. We barricaded a rectangle-shaped area, and the stars in the middle, and then people we had let them walk by both ways, and so they would drop their flowers or memorabilia. So.
It's amazing to watch the fans. They make the Walk of Fame.
Do.
They really do.
They love it.
They love their
Yeah.
people come from anywhere.
Exactly.
And they put and you see it. They're out there taking pictures. Look at me, look at me.
Yeah.
At the star.
Yeah.
You know, they go up and touch it, rub
And they're
it.
always walking with their head down.
Yes, right. Just
looking at the
bumping into
stars.
somebody.
Yeah.
Indeed. Here's a good one. Can a star be removed?
We have removed stars for construction purposes, Metro Rail, things like that, and they're put back exactly where they belonged. But no, at this point, we don't remove stars.
As you know, there was some controversy when Bill Cosby got accused initially, and people they demanded that his star be taken up. And as you said, it didn't happen. There's a reason for that. There's a legal reason.
It also happened with Marlon Brando, and it happened. People have said to take President Trump's star out.
Can you speak a little louder, please?
They've said to take his star out, the president, and they were selected for their entertainment work.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As of now, we have no plans to remove the star.
Gotcha.
Although something was released a couple days ago about Bill Cosby, and we got some upset people calling. What happened was someone wrote a word on his star 2 years ago, and our guys immediately went and cleaned it up. And so that photo after his last trial, was released, and people were thinking we were pulling the star out. No, it was being cleaned, and people got upset, and we got some nasty calls. Yeah, some threats, things like that.
With President Trump's stars, one guy took a sledgehammer, didn't he?
Yeah. You know who he is? He's the son of the Otis Elevator Company.
Get back.
So in my opinion, he should have paid a lot more than he paid to fix that star. They do have to pay back and repair the star. He went to jail for a bit. He recently had to clean up the trash on the freeway. And to me, I don't care whose star it is, okay? You do not damage a cultural landmark. I don't care whose it is. You don't like him, fine. But you don't do that.
No, you don't.
No.
It's sad to see that
Yeah.
because, but there is one celebrity who has a star, and it's not on the ground.
Yeah.
Who is that celebrity, and how was he able to have a celebrity like service like that?
The late great Muhammad Ali.
The late great Muhammad Ali.
And when they nominated him, he asked Johnny Grant, "Could you please put my star on a wall? Because I am named after the Prophet Muhammad, and that name is not to be stepped on." And Johnny, being the good man that he is, he put it up on the wall inside of the Dolby entrance.
Because the people come by, the fans come by, the tourists they come by, and they're down.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's that doing on the wall over there?
Yeah.
What's that doing on the wall?
Yeah, and when he passed away, it was still up there, and people. Again, the property was so helpful, they barricaded, but we had tons of people. I had to come in on a weekend to deal with it. It was a beautiful tribute for him. People loved him.
He loved him, yes indeed. Mayor Tom Bradley, he has a star, and
he has a star, but it's not a Walk of Fame star. It has the seal of the city of LA in the middle. It doesn't have our logos, our emblems, which are trademarked. So Johnny, as a thank you to his friend Tom, decided to go ahead and give him a star on private property. It's not on the Walk of Fame sidewalk. So it's on private property, and it's got the seal of the city of LA.
Okay, because a lot of people don't understand that the star itself, the sign Hollywood, all that belongs to the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, we own the image of the Walk of Fame and the image of the Hollywood sign.
Got you. Can I back up for just a second?
Sure.
We're talking about the media who show up whenever one passes. One of my dear, dear friends, I'm just going to put a plug in for him, George Pinocchio. Love that guy.
I love George.
He is he's a wonderful, down-to-earth person. We all got ego, or we wouldn't be in this business. But he is just a fantastic. We call him Panache.
Yeah.
That's the nickname we got for
Yeah.
him. George, I hope you're watching this one. Love you, guys. Love you, guys. Biggest ceremony that you've ever seen?
Well, the biggest one at one point was for a mariachi singer named Vicente Fernandez.
Okay.
We had 4,000 people on Veterans Day. I will never do that again because everybody was off that day.
That's right.
And so, but we just recently honored the late Selena Quintanilla.
Yes.
And so we did it at night because it was part of a TV show that we did on the Walk of Fame. And we wanted to make it look really glamorous at night with the lights, and they had a huge camera. I mean, I'm sorry, projected video or something, a television. And her parents were there to accept, her husband, the widower, and we had 4,500 people.
Wow.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of
And nothing happened. Our LAPD guys, I work with the LAPD a lot at the ceremonies. They love the ceremonies, and they love to help out. They were amazing. My security was amazing. Everybody was so great. And it went off without a hitch, no problems. I saw videos afterwards of people dancing on the streets, and still now people are coming to bring flowers to her star. Yeah.
I know at one time I was in the Navy station down in Corpus Christi where she died.
Yeah.
And of course, when you said her name, Selena, everybody
they
knew who
loved
she was.
her.
A lot of people said it was overdue. They always say, oh, Star's overdue. Hey, what's overdue? But it was overdue.
Well,
for
her dad wanted to wait.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he wanted to wait.
what
We
I
did the 5-year thing, and they never did it, and he just felt it wasn't time yet.
Yeah, but
So.
she's always remembered.
Yeah, they love her.
Indeed. Your favorite star ceremony?
Wow, there's so many.
Yes.
I love Zoe Saldana. Very humble, very nice lady. I didn't know she spoke such perfect Spanish. She's Dominican. Sophia Loren, I always say, she was just amazing.
Didn't she say something to the media when they only got one shot at her?
Yeah, she said, basta. And she walked away. She was done. She did a couple poses, and then you know how they get. They keep going and going and going, and she goes, basta. And she walked away.
Walked away.
And then I love, I like the kid ones.
Yeah.
So we did one for the Muppets, and it's amazing how those puppeteers, they work in these little boxes.
Yes.
And they're laying in these boxes with their little arms up. And then the other one, we did one for Kermit. He got a solo
The frog,
star.
yes.
The frog.
Yes.
And he was in the little box. They're like in a yoga pose, you know? And John, he was like a little real person. And then Johnny calls my boss, Laurent, who's doing the emceeing now. He calls him Gooby. He used to call him Gooby because it's Laurent Goobler. Right. And then Johnny goes, okay, Gooby, come on up. And then Kermit goes, come on, Gooby, let's do this. It was so, like he was a real person. So cute, so cute. And I love to see the kids. They enjoy it. We just did Minnie Mouse.
Right.
That was really fun. And Katy Perry showed up in her polka dot outfit because that's what Minnie wears. So that was really cute, too.
You've got most of the Disney characters, if not all.
A lot of Disney characters. We have Snow White.
Okay.
We have Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Winnie the Pooh, the late Walt Disney. Yeah, we have a lot. Yeah.
This is Hollywood.
Yeah.
Love
and
it.
you have to cater to
Exactly.
the kids. You have to cater to different fans who like different types of people, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, Anna, let's take a short break for some commercials. We'll be back in a few moments with the producer of the Hollywood Walk of Fame and Vice President of Media Relations for the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, Anna Martinez. The studios of Harvey Randman, Photography as an Art, is proud to offer a $100 discount off of any photo package for you or your family valued at $300 or more. Now, Harvey has been in the business for nearly a quarter of a century, and he certainly knows just how to take care of you as a customer. So please give him a call today at 818-954-9294. That's 818-954-9294. You'll be glad that you did. And by the way, please tell everyone that Harvey you heard his offer right here on The Actor's Choice. Mass Murderers in America. It's a solid, realistic, and informative book seen and heard in today's headlines. Mass Murders in America details every mass murder since September 1949 up to and including the September 2015 San Bernardino case. Attorney Ron Irwin authored the book, which is currently available for a 30% discount price. To get your copy today, just go to Lulu Press at lulu.com. That's lulu.com. And finally, If you have a product, a service, or an upcoming event that you'd like to be seen on this program, please call 323-533-1036. That's 323-533-1036. We thank you. Today we're talking with the producer of the Hollywood Walk of Fame and Vice President of Media Relations for the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, Anna Martinez. I'm your host, Ron Brewington, and this is the Actor's Choice. And on Monday, April 30th, the Chamber held a Walk of Fame ceremony for NSYNC, the well-known boy group singing group. Please tell us what that event went like.
Well, when it comes to the boy bands, when we do a ceremony, we release the date 10 days out.
Okay.
But with these people, these fans of the boy bands, we have to give it a month out.
Ooh.
Because they fly in. They flew in from Ecuador, Argentina, Italy, Spain, Mexico, Canada, Ireland. Excuse me. They have to do it. They have to book their flights. They have to book their hotels. And so we, as a courtesy, we do it. I play around with them on Twitter and just like to surprise them when it's announced and stuff like that. So I do engage a lot with the fans.
Okay. Now, as people would understand, there are no tickets for this event.
Correct.
There's a reserved section for the celebrities and their families and the people that they bring. But other than that, anyone can walk up.
Right. So what we do in an instance like the NSYNC people, we tell them, please arrive at 7 a.m.
Okay.
Line up along Sycamore Avenue, going towards Hawthorne.
Okay.
They didn't listen. I told them 7 a.m. 7 a.m. No, they were there overnight.
Wow.
And of course, the ones that paid attention and were, good about listening were ticked off at the ones that were there that night. Yeah, and once they saw the guys, because they thought they wouldn't be able to see, but you can see.
Right.
So my guy, because they're up on a elevated stage, so my security, who's amazing, put in the first 200, and then they kept going and going, and then the captain of the LAPD, you should interview him, he's amazing. He deemed it an emergency closure, and that really helped. So everybody got to see their favorite guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since they've been together.
Well, yeah, 15 years.
Wow,
and the fact that Justin Timberlake was there is, that they felt this was probably the only time they're going to reunite in public.
Did you hear them say they might reunite?
No, they didn't say anything.
Oh,
they just,
no whispers?
Yeah, no, but the fans kept asking them.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, we got a short video of that ceremony.
Okay.
Would you roll it, sir?
By the way, in case any of you didn't know, tomorrow, it's gonna be May.
Terrible. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen,
I have no choice.
Wow, that's a ceremony. After they do their speeches and whatnot, they come down there and
Do their photos.
Yes, indeed.
And then
indeed.
well, they didn't really want to do interviews, but some of the media, they got in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's a picture of you holding those plaques. Can you show that picture, sir? Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
Yeah. All 5 of them. How much do those plaques normally go for?
They're about $250.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now anyone can get a plaque?
No, only the honorees.
Okay.
There are mini plaques that the gentleman makes, and then you can get those. And those, I believe, are about $80.
Okay.
But same situation. They're more square, and they don't have all
Okay.
the engraving like the honorees get. So.
Okay. Now, a couple of years ago, the chamber went and got a service to distribute over the nation, around the world, the ceremony.
The
when we
live
had it.
stream?
Yeah, the live stream.
Yeah, we are partners with Variety Magazine.
Variety Magazine.
So they live stream the ceremonies for us.
So that means you get a lot of people all over the
Oh my
world.
gosh, yeah, we
Yes.
do.
Now, we have another picture of you when they were actually assembling the star.
Okay.
And you come in and you do the inspection. You have a crew of people that you work with. Tell us about that, please.
Well, every once in a while, I will drive by and check out what's going on, say hi to my guys, and make sure the star's spelled right.
That would
Yeah.
be an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You want to hear a story?
I'm all ears.
So Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I get a call from my friend. He's now my friend, David. He's a reporter, producer at CNN. So he takes the Metro and he gets off at Hollywood and Vine.
Right.
And he calls me on my cell in the car, and he says, Anna, this is David, and I need to tell you that they spelled Louis wrong.
Right.
I go, what are you talking about? Yeah, they spelled it L-U-I-S, not L-O-U-I-S. I go, oh my God, I felt nauseous. I was ready to throw up. I was so stressed out. And so I call the guy, the owner. I go, what are you going to do? Blah, blah, blah. The ceremony's today.
Right.
And he goes, oh my God, we're going to fix it. So they run over there. They're fixing it. And then I call her publicist. I said, I have to tell you something. You need to know this. And she goes, oh my God. And I tell her. And then she calls back. She wants you to leave it the way it is. It's her Seinfeld moment. Unfortunately,
she made something bad good.
Unfortunately, the guys had already finished. It looked patched up, but we did the ceremony. We did the ceremony anyway, and she thought it was hilarious. And we gave her the little Louise
Yes.
to keep as a souvenir.
Oh, see, those are the moments that a lot of people know, the backstage moments that people don't know about.
I may be misspelling some more stars because we got a lot of publicity.
Okay. You going to write a book about this?
I want to. I keep saying I'm going to. I'm starting to take notes,
Good.
but I should have
That's
done
a
it
good start.
a long time ago. But
Yes.
yeah, I would love to do that.
Would you call it Stargirl?
I don't know what I would call it.
How'd you get that name?
I think Johnny named me.
Stargirl.
I'm the one that names people. I give people nicknames, but I don't think it was me. I think Johnny Grant did. Yeah.
Because you are a star. Everybody knows you. You're the most visible person. In any of these videos that you go, if you go up on Google or go up on your website, at that moment, you have it. I mean, I watch your timing. As soon as Johnny says, or Laurent Goubler would say, welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and then they pull it up, and there you are coming right in there and sliding the placard.
Yeah.
It's like it's rehearsed.
People say it's like clockwork.
Yeah,
I've done it so
clockwork.
long.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty easy. Even though now I've done it for 30 years, I still get nervous when it's a big ceremony, like in sync, because you want everything to go right.
Right.
And I've been so lucky. Nothing's ever happened. We've been very lucky.
Okay, how about children or dogs and animals like that coming on the Star Walk?
Well, we did Steve Irwin's star the other day. Unfortunately, I missed it because I had pneumonia. I've never missed a ceremony for years, and so I watched the live stream, and I'm yelling at the screen like, "Don't do it that way," because my colleague did it for the first time, and so they had a python, and so they held Steve Irwin's family held the python, and then all of a sudden the python starts moving towards the cameras, the guys sitting on the ground, so things like that. We had. Oh my gosh, what is their names? Siegfried and Roy brought 2 baby white lions.
Okay.
Nothing happened. They were just amazingly cute. And I've had kids, like Lorne Michaels' kids got on the stage. Adam Sandler's kids got on the stage. You know how kids are. They're having fun. They want to play with the mic, but that's what makes it special, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of people that don't know, to come to a ceremony, to see Tom Cruise right there, that's Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Gee.
It's
and he's
amazing.
there he is right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing, the star.
Yeah.
And thanks to you, I get a chance to go to see some of those stars.
Yeah.
And you meet a lot of people. Get a lot of telephone numbers.
Yeah.
Get a lot of telephone numbers. You're also known as a Latino powerhouse for the many accomplishments that you made over the last 30 years or so.
I was named by People in Espanol, along with a few other women, and I accepted the award in Florida. I totally thought it was a contest where people had to vote for you. And they go, no, you're it. You're one of 25 ladies, you know, in the business. And that was a special surprise. I went with my daughters to Florida to collect. It was nice.
Speaking of your daughters, do you bring them down to the regular ceremony down here?
Oh yeah, I mean, one's in college, one's in high school. It's hard for them. They come more in the summer. They love my job. They say they don't. They don't like to tell people what I do, but they enjoy it. Yes. It's a lot of fun. My oldest wanted to be an actress.
Okay.
Now she's into PR. She's graduating from Cal Poly in 2 weeks, as I did.
Okay.
A long time ago.
Yay, graduation.
Yeah. And so the other one wants to be a chef. But they help me with the meetings. One of them takes down the names of who the group is going to, not argue with, but discuss.
Discuss. Nice
And
words.
then my little one does the baking. She brings goodies for the committee.
Yes.
So, yeah, they're very involved in my job. They love it.
How much longer are you going to keep doing this job?
I don't know. I love it.
Yes.
I never get tired of it. Every day is different. They'll have to drag me out. I don't know.
I know your family is very proud of you.
Thank you.
Very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Media. You get a lot of media requests. You get a lot of people out there. How do you do that?
Media for the ceremonies,
ceremony.
you're saying? Well, the issue is I wish I could say yes to everybody, but I don't have the space.
Right.
As you've seen a
Right.
ceremony, it's very narrow.
Very narrow, yes.
So
Confined space.
Yeah, and I mean now there's podcasts, there's bloggers.
Yes.
I can't accept them.
Right.
I mean, they can stand in the audience, in the fan audience. They don't like that, but I have to explain to them, and they understand once I explain that I have to go for the bigger outlets.
Thank you.
Because we want the news.
Bang for the buck.
Yeah.
Right, that's what it's all about.
And those, it'll be on there. We are happy to send them photos after the ceremony, so we try to help them as much as we can. So,
Remember Paul Sheffrin? Remember him?
yeah.
Paul, I remember when he would do the American Music Awards, and he would have only so many people could sit in there. And I was one of the members that could go. I was with the American Urban Radio Networks at that time,
Right.
and I remember people would complain. I'm gonna write a letter. I'm pissed off. I can't get in. It's again bang for the buck. You have to get. If you have a newspaper that has 1,000 circulation versus a LA Times, who are you gonna get?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. That's
So,
Yeah. How about I start with your name on it? I could just see that.
Where'd
you got
you
that,
see
you got
it?
that picture? Hey, there you go. There you go. There's your stuff.
That was a lovely gift from a former boyfriend, but he had to get, it was for my 25th anniversary, and he had to get permission from my boss. But that sucker's 300 pounds, and it's in my living room.
Oh, it's in your living
In
room.
my
Okay.
living room.
Okay.
On an
memento.
easel.
Okay.
That is so funny, yeah.
But one day that could happen. That
Who
really could
knows?
have. You've done a great job, Anna, for what the people.
Thank you so much.
And how do you want to be remembered?
Just the fun person who enjoys her job so much that she
Yes.
never left.
Never left. I have something for you, madam. I
Oh,
have
do
something
you?
For you. Yes. Come on out here. Let me get
Well,
to this
thank
lady.
you, Ron.
Thank you so
is
much
so
for coming, first of
nice.
all. And second of all, thank you so much for all the years we've worked
Oh,
together.
thank you.
You've been a great help for me.
Thank you
We've
so
done a lot of good
much.
fun together. We've had some good things that happen.
Yeah.
But just my small way of saying thank you for being on the
you.
show and thank you for what you do.
Thank
like
you
I
for
said,
having
like you said, you don't know when you're going to leave. I know. Is anybody getting in line to get your job?
Well, no. I used to think my daughter wanted it, but
Okay.
no.
Keep it in the family. Ain't nothing wrong with
Wouldn't
that.
that be crazy?
That'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice little news angle.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
So,
indeed. Well,
yeah.
we want to say special thanks, first of all, to our sponsors, Harvey Brandman and his studio, Photography is an Art, and attorney Ron Irwin for his newly released book, Mass Murderers in America. We also want to thank our very, very special guest today, Anna Martinez from the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and we want to thank you for joining us. And so we'll see you next time. Take care.